Henry, I know that from talking to you before on another subject, you've got pretty definite ideas about how you bring up children, haven't you?
Well, in my own way, yeah. Same way as we was brought up, more or less, yeah.
In fact, I know that you've thought a lot about it, and you once said that you took as your guide the best of what happened to you in your childhood. Mr. Cooper, what were they like, the twins, as children?
Well, they were good pals, but they used to have a punch-up now and again, you know. All in good fun, like, but we had to step in now and again to stop them.
Tell me, what started them off on boxing?
Well, I think my mother got them interested. She knew all the old-timers, because my father was an old-time fighter, you know, in the old knuckle days. And she used to tell them all the stories, and I think that got them interested in it.
Your dad used box with who?
Well, he travelled with Ted Pritchard, who was the middleweight champion of England at the time, for 6 months, sparring exhibitions all over the country with him. And he knew Jem Mace and all of them.
Well, obviously the boys took great notice of all this, especially Henry, and I think it was about this time that he began to develop, Bernard, that deadly left hand of his, right?
It certainly was. We was quite young at the time, and I was 4 years older than Henry, and quite a bit bigger. But I was sparring with him one day, and he caught me with such a beautiful left hook, he nearly put me out, and George had to literally haul him off me to save me further punishment. I didn't never spar with him anymore after that, anyway. I know when we was kids, I think he must have been about 6 years old, you know. I can remember laying in bed with him and George, and he used to say then, I'll be the champ one day, I'll be the champ, you know.
And he was.
I remember that then, yeah.
And I believe that you, George, you once knocked Henry out.
With a bit of help, yeah.
A bit of help from whom?
A gas stove, actually.
What do you mean, the gas stove? Did you throw it at him?
Well, my Uncle John bought us a set of gloves, and we put them on and went into each other, hammer and tongs, and he went back, hit his head on the gas stove, and that was him out cold.
But Bernard, I think that Henry got his own back on George later on, between the pair of you, that is.
Oh, yeah, well, one day when Mum was out, we got Dad's one of his razors and we gave George an haircut. Well, it was halfway up his head, and we was laughing. We said, don't tell Mum, but because as soon as she come in, he didn't have to tell her. She saw it, and we both got a good wallop for that, you know.
But then being twins has got you into a couple of spots, George, hasn't it?
Oh, not much, yeah. One day Henry could swim before I could. I'm watching him in the pool one day. Someone threw me in and they wouldn't come and get me out. They thought I was Henry. And I nearly drowned it. I nearly wasn't here.
But, Mr. Cooper, that incident with the gas stove where Henry got knocked out with his head, of course, that was the last straw for Mrs. Cooper, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. The gloves went away for about 2 years. They never saw them again.
And it was, in fact, by this time, the war and the Blitz of London had begun, and your house in Bellingham was hit by a landmine, and you and your brothers were evacuated to Lansing. I gather it wasn't exactly a very happy time.
Well, no, going away from, you know, we was only kids. I suppose we were all a bit scared going away, and we was like strange people, more or less. And I suppose the poor woman down there tried to do her best, but we wasn't happy, and we was down there with, I suppose, another 4 kids. I remember a big crowd of us, you know, and, you know.
You felt the same, George, I reckon.
Yeah, we didn't enjoy it too much.
But anyway, fortunately, you're soon back to your parents in Stroud, and then shortly afterwards, your old home in Bellingham. Your father is injured in a factory accident, and then later had to go away to the war. Now, for your mother in particular, this is a tough time trying to feed and clothe growing boys on an army private's pay. And do you remember what she had to do to make ends meet?
Oh, well, she done several. I think she went out, like, you know, doing scrubbing, housework, and then she went into the school mill, like, you know, serving us with school meals. I suppose that was handy because we got an extra portion, you know. It's not what we could do with it, isn't it?
Well, I know that you never forget the sacrifices that your mother made, and indeed, as soon as you and George begin to win prizes as amateur boxers, you persuade your mother to sell them sometimes to buy something for herself. Yeah. I believe, in fact, Mr. Cooper, that you had quite a few canteens of cutlery in the house.
I think it was about 11 or 12. We used to put them all on a big table around Christmas time, and some members of the family used to come round and sort out Christmas presents, which was to our benefit. Henry said, sell them and keep the money, I don't want it.